Hi everyone, good morning. Yeah, everyone able to see the screen? Can you confirm anyone? Can you hear me, everyone? Fine. Yeah. So in the last session, we discussed about technical questions and general questions, right? So before that, we discussed about DevOps introduction. What is DevOps? What is automation? So what are the tools we are going to use in real-time projects, right? And these are all we discussed. Two demos we completed, right? So today is cloud introduction. This is the third demo, right? Yeah. So introduction to cloud, which is very, very important. So still people are joining. Fine. So anyone newly joined today, can you share your WhatsApp number, email address in the chat? So anyone newly joined today, you can share your WhatsApp number and the email address in the chat. So my mobile number is 96422111711. So everyone take down this number, the people who joined today. Okay. So if you have any questions, if you need any guidance, so if you want to talk to me, you can call me, you can WhatsApp me after this session. Fine. Yeah. Let's get started. Fine. So introduction to cloud. So today's agenda here is what is cloud computing, benefits of cloud computing, types of cloud computing, types of cloud services, what is cost saving, why the project teams are looking for cloud infrastructure. So these are all we can discuss today. Yeah. So anyone newly joined, can you share your WhatsApp number, email address in the chat? Yeah. Very first thing, what is cloud computing? What is cloud computing? Anyone having idea? What is cloud computing? What is cloud? Online guys. What is cloud computing? Fine. So I collected some definition from Google. So this is the definition. Okay. So it's a on-demand availability of computer system resources, storage, and computing power. So without direct active management by the user, right? So it is a on-demand availability of computer system. What is on-demand? We discussed already in the last session, right? What is on-demand? Anyone? Instantly, immediately, right? So whenever we require any servers or storage or network or any resources, right, we can create within a minute, right, which is nothing but on demand. So it's a on demand availability of computer system resources, storage, and computing power. So without direct active management by the user. So let us assume that there is no cloud concept. There is no cloud. Okay. So all the project teams are using local servers, local infrastructure, local server room, local data center. So in the local data center, we are using physical servers. For example, so when we have local server room, so in the server room, we can host all the servers, switches, network, routers, backup devices, load balancers, right? So these are all we can host in the local server room, right? So when we have local server room, when we have local servers, we can take full control of them. We can take full control. So whenever you want to restart, whenever you want to stop, whenever you want to start, so whenever you want to shut down, whenever you want to upgrade, we can take full control of them, right? So that was the old fashion. That was the old fashion. So however, with the introduction of cloud, so everything has been changed now. Our infrastructure is no longer sitting inside of our local server room. So rather it is being offered by a cloud provider like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, right? So as a customer, as a user, we are connecting our servers through internet virtually, right? So for that usage, we pay the bills, right? So whatever usage we are using, for example, so I'm using a server from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. per day, 9 hours I am using. Okay. So for that 9 hours only, I have to pay the bills. For example, I'm using a server for 1 hour daily. So for that 1 hour only, we have to pay the bills, right? Yeah. So which is nothing but a pay as you go model. Pay as you go model. So like gas bills, electricity bills, how we are paying, the same way we can pay the cloud infrastructure bills also, right? Yeah. So currently, so most of the project teams, they are migrating their infrastructure, their applications to cloud, like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. So why they are moving to like cloud infrastructure? What are the advantages? We'll discuss that. Okay. Advantages we'll discuss. Clear, right? What is cloud computing? What is cloud computing? You understand, right, everyone? It is a on-demand availability of computer system, resources, storage, and computing power. So without direct active management by the user. Clear, right, everyone? Fine. So this is a Google Drive. Google Drive. So where we can see this Google Drive, where we always upload the data, where we see this, where we find the Google Drive is available in Gmail, right? Gmail. So when you open Gmail, you can see the Google Drive, right? So when you want to upload any data, when you want to download any data, when you want to modify any data, what is this? This is a Google Drive, right? Yeah. So in Google Drive, so whenever you want to upload any data, you can directly upload into Google Drive. So whenever you want to download, whenever you want to access, you can access, right, from Google Drive. So when you upload any data into Google Drive, where those files will be saved? Anyone? Sorry? The cloud. Yes, right. So when I upload any data into Google Drive, those files will be directly uploaded into Google Data Center, Google Server Room, right? Yeah. See here, actually, backend there is a server. There is a server. When you upload any data into Google Drive, so backend there will be a server. So through internet we can connect and we can upload. Actually, it is not a server. It is a data center. It is a data center. What is data center? Anyone, what is data center? Anyone having an idea? What is data center? Online guys. What is data center? Anyone? Data center. Anyone having an idea? Data center is a server room, right? We are talking about data center, right? So what is data center? Let's try to understand. Data center is a server room. Server room. People calling it, yeah, people calling it as hub room and network room, right? Yeah, we can say different names. We can call it as, normally simply you can call it as server room, right? Yeah. So in the data center, we host all the servers, network, switches, routers, load balancers, and also backup devices, right, etc. So these are all devices who we host in the local server room. So who will take care of this? Who will maintain this? Server admins will maintain the servers. Network admins will maintain the network. Switches maintained by network engineers. Routers, load balancer. Their respective engineers, they configure, they maintain these devices. Okay, fine. Yeah. So now let's try to understand cloud advantages. Cloud advantages. So before going to discuss about cloud advantages, let's try to understand physical server, physical infrastructure. Okay, yeah, physical servers. Fine. So for example, there is a Java project. There is a Java project. So there is a startup company, sorry, startup company, right? So when they want to start any project, startup company, so when they want to start any project or when they want to start any POC. What is POC? Anyone? What is POC? Anyone having idea? Real time guys, online guys. It's a proof of concept. It's a proof of concept. What is proof of concept? Anyone? So normally any company, any organization, startup company or MNC company or any other company. So when they want to start any project, when they want to get any project from the client, right? So US client or UK client or any other client. So when they want to get any project, so before getting the project, they prepare one POC, right? What is POC? Anyone? It's a proof of concept. It is a proof. So for example, so when you want to buy any laptop or desktop or any mobile, so what we will check? Anyone? ఏం చెక్ చేస్తాం మనం? So we'll check the reviews, the people who are using, with them we can check, right? So because when they want to buy any product, so before that we need to check something. The same way, client also, they ask you to prepare, they ask the project team to prepare one POC, proof of concept, some proof, some sample project. Okay, so for this POC, client give 45 days timeline, 45 days, right? So normally in real-time projects, we are working on some projects, client projects, right? So every project team, they follow this process, every project team. So before getting the project, they prepare one sample project, which is POC. They showcase to client. If the client is approved, client is accepted, they give the real project. The client is not accepted, the client is rejected, so they don't get any real-time projects. Okay, yeah, fine. So client asked you to prepare one POC. For this, client gave 45 days timeline. So in this POC, client asked you to prepare development servers, 2 servers, QA servers, quality assurance servers, 2 servers, and production servers, prod servers. Client asked you to take 2 servers, right? So 3 types of servers client asked you to take. So why we require 3 types of servers? Only we can take one type, one server, development or QA or production, right? So developers develop the code in development servers. Once development is completed, testing will be happen on the QA servers. So once testing is completed, so we deploy onto production. For example, there is a Flipkart website. So Flipkart is deployed on some servers, right? Before deploying onto servers, they tested any duplicate lines are there, errors are there, issues are there. So testing should be happened. Otherwise, what will happen? Any application, not only Flipkart, Amazon shopping site, Myntra, Meesho, Trends, right? So different digital applications also there, right? So every application before going to deployment, production, so testing should be happened. Otherwise, we get some errors, fixes, issues, duplicate lines, right? So yeah, that is why. So whatever POC client asks you to prepare, for that POC, client asks you to take 3 types of servers, right? So here development servers, first 30 days, developers develop the code in development servers. Okay, so once the development is completed, from 31 days to 40 days, testing will be happened. Testing, right? The code will be tested. Fine. So after that, from 41 days to 45 days, what will happen? Deployment will be happen, production deployments. Okay, so this is the process every project team follow. Before getting the real project, they prepare one POC, proof of concept. So while preparing POC, every project team follow these steps. You understanding, right, everyone? Online guys and classroom guys. So everyone understanding, right? Any confusions, any questions, you can note down your questions. I give you time for asking questions. Okay. Yeah. So this POC 45 days timeline, once the deployment is completed here on the production servers after 45 days, okay, we can showcase to client. If the client is approved, client is accepted, we get the real-time project, real project. Okay. Yeah. Now, so to prepare this POC, so very first thing we required license for all servers, all operating system, right? All applications we require licenses, right? So operating system license, for example, Windows or Linux license required, right? So when we want to take any license, so what is the minimum period would be? Anyone? Licensing minimum period. For example, so in your laptop you have Windows, you want to take one license. So how much? What are the time period for the license? Minimum period. Minimum period would be, so our POC is 45 days, but we need to buy licensing minimum 1 year, right? So they don't provide 6 months, they don't provide 3 months, they don't provide 90 days, 9 months, not like that, right? So minimum we need to buy 1 year license, but our POC is 45 days only, right? Yeah. So any license, application license, OS license, any license, so we need to procure prior to prepare the servers. First we need to get the licensing. So after that we require one admin right to prepare the servers. We required one admin right. So after that we required server room. We required AC. Without AC servers will not work, right? Without AC servers will not work. So if you enter, so when we enter into the data center, we can see that minus degrees temperature, right? So in our data center, when we enter into the data center, so we wear some jackets because minus degrees temperature. In that temperature only, servers will run. So normally desktops, laptops, we can run anywhere, but servers, so yeah, they can run in that respect to that particular temperature. Okay. Yeah. So why we required AC here for the servers? Without AC servers will not run for sure. Okay. So why we require AC to run the servers? Because servers are having high computing power, right? So in laptop or desktop or any other systems, only one RAM module, one CPU, one storage will be there. But when we take servers, so multiple RAM modules, multiple storages, multiple processors, multiple RAID controllers, high computing power. That is why, so AC is mandatory for servers. Without AC, servers will not run. Okay, and also here we required server room security, right? And also we required network, right? And also we required switches, hubs, routers. These are all required, right? Etc. Fine. So these are all required. We need to buy and we need to configure. Admin we need to recruit because developers will not have any knowledge to configure the servers, right? Admin required here. So these are all we need to set up manually. These are all we required and we need to prepare all the servers. So if the POC is success approved by client, that is fine. If the POC is rejected, what will happen? This investment is wasted, right? This investment is this, yeah. Normally, this is startup company. If you have another project, so this is first project. We can say first project only, first project. So if it is a MNC company or other company, this servers we can move to other project, right? It is a startup company. First project we are trying to get from the client, right? So in that case, If the POC is rejected by client, this is waste of money. You understanding, right, everyone? So in the physical environment, I'm talking about physical, not cloud. Okay, physical server infrastructure, physical infrastructure. These are all physical servers. Okay, yeah. So now let us try to understand cloud advantages. Cloud advantages, right? So in the cloud advantages, so same POC, same Java project, same POC, proof of concept, right? So 45 days timeline, same way, right? So here in cloud, what will happen? So whenever we require any servers or any devices, we can create within 1 minute. We discussed already. That is, we can say on demand, right? So whenever you require any servers, that should be available within 1 minute, right? So which is, we can say on demand, right? So in cloud, what we will do, we don't need to buy all the servers. We don't need to create all the servers at a time. Okay, so because this is on demand infrastructure, immediately, instantly, right? So what we will do here, we can create two servers. We can create two servers for development environment for developers. Okay, to develop the code. First, what we will do, we can create two servers for first 30 days. Okay, once development is completed, we can go and create two more servers, which are, we can say, QA servers. QA servers. First, we can create two servers for development. So for first 30 days. So after that, we can create two more servers for testing from 31 days to 45 days. So in cloud, we don't need to create all the servers at a time, because so immediately, instantly, we can create servers. Okay. So once testing is completed, we can create two more servers for production deployment. Sorry, here 40 days, right? Yeah. So 41 days to 45 days, we can create two more servers. So whenever we require any servers, we can create immediately, instantly, right? Yeah. So no need to create all the servers at a time. So in the cloud infrastructure, so when we create cloud infrastructure, we don't require any licensing part. No license required here, and also no admin to configure the servers, because so as a DevOps engineer, as a cloud engineer, we can access virtually and we can create servers. Okay, and also no server room, because AWS will maintain the server room, Azure will maintain the server room, right? And also no central AC required, no AC, because that will be maintained by cloud data center, right? You don't need to spend any budget for this. No, yeah, network will be maintained by cloud infrastructure like AWS, right? So these are all not required here. These are all not required. Okay. So if you want to, yeah, server room security, these are all will be maintained by AWS soon, right? So when we use cloud servers, so these we don't require. These are all will be maintained by data, yeah, cloud data centers. So cloud vendors, right? AWS, Azure, GCP. So in the physical, for example, if you want to host your servers in your local server room, we require all these things. Fine. Yeah. So this POC 45 days, yeah, POC completed. After that, yeah, client is if the client is approved, that is fine. If the client is not approved, rejected, what will happen? This is also waste of money, right? This is also waste of money. But here, what will happen? So, sorry. Here what? Yeah, here what will happen? So for example, $100 will be wasted here. For example, I'm saying not $100, say millions based on the project, right? Yeah. So here $500 will be wasted. Okay. So in the physical environment, if the project is rejected by client, So $500 will be wasted, but here $100 will be wasted because we are using cloud infrastructure. 1/3 cost will be saved when we use the cloud infrastructure. So cloud advantages: instantly, immediately we can create the servers, resources, and also costing will be very less costing, and also easily accessible. We can easily access the cloud infrastructure, and also we don't require any admins, we don't require any licensing, don't require any server room, don't require any AC and network, right? These are all will be maintained by cloud vendors. Client always look for the cost saving, right? Cost will be reduced when we use the cloud infrastructure, and also time will be saved. These are all advantages of cloud. So that is why the people who are starting the startup companies, they are directly moving to the cloud infrastructure. They are not buying any physical servers. Clear, right, everyone? So these are all advantages of cloud. Few more advantages we'll see for the slides. So any questions up to here, anyone? Anyone having any questions up to here? Anyone? Any questions here? Before moving to next slide, you can ask me questions if you have any questions. Fine. So when we upload any files into Google Drive, those files will be directly uploaded into Google Data Center, right? Yeah. So benefits of Amazon Web Services. So it's a cost effective, less costing when we use the Amazon Web Services servers, right? So yeah, easy to use and automation. So we can automate the activities, and high performance. So largest cloud infrastructure. So when we use the cloud infrastructure, so these are all the benefits available. Okay. See here. So cloud computing at a glance: 5 essential characteristics, 3 service models, and 4 deployment models. What are the essential characteristics, service models, deployment models? One by one we'll go. So 5 essential characteristics. What are those? First one is on demand. What is on demand, anyone? What is on demand? Instantly, immediately. So whenever we get the requirement, we can create the servers, right? So broad network access. What is this? Whatever cloud servers or infrastructure we are using, those we can access from anywhere, from your home, from your office, from your mobile also, we can access the cloud infrastructure. So next one is resource pooling. Whatever resources we are using, those we can pull it up and we can reuse. So number of times you can use. Next one is rapid elasticity. So for example, I am working on database server. The server is giving some performance issue middle of the activity. So on the fly, I can increase the RAM, I can increase the CPU, I can increase the storage on the fly. So which is nothing but rapid elasticity. Measured service. What is measured service? So whatever services we are using in cloud, those are measured. For example, if I am using a server for 1 hour daily, I have to pay the bills for 1 hour only. If I use a server for 9 hours per day, I have to pay the bills for 9 hours only, right? So it is measured service. Okay. So these are all the essential characteristics of cloud, right? So not only AWS, any cloud. Clear, right? 5 essential characteristics: on demand, broad network access, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, and measured service. These are all the characteristics of cloud. So resource pooling. What is resource pooling, right? So whatever resources we are using, those resources number of times you can use. For example, I have a server. So 9 to 6 I use the server, I stop the server, again I start, I can pull it up and I can reuse, right? Again I start, again I use. So for example, in a cloud, what we will do, what is our role in AWS or Azure or Google Cloud? So what is our role? We create the infrastructure, we maintain the infrastructure, right? So as per the project team requirement, we need to create servers and we need to provide to the project. So we created a server and provided. Okay, so the project is completed after 6 months. The project team asks you to terminate the server, right? So by the time we need to terminate the server, at the same time, so we need to hold the storage. In the storage, data will be stored, data available. That storage we can save somewhere, and whenever they get requirement, we can attach that storage to other servers and we can hand out. You understand, right? Resource pooling is nothing but we can pull it up and we can reuse the resources number of times. Clear, right, everyone? Any questions here in this slide? Any questions, anyone? Fine. So next one is the 3 service models: IaaS, PaaS, SaaS. Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, right? So what is IaaS? What is PaaS? What is SaaS? So IaaS, infrastructure as a service. For example, I required Kubernetes. Okay, I create server. On top of that, I deploy Kubernetes. Right? I create a EC2 instance in AWS. So in AWS server, we can call it as EC2 instance. Server, we can call it as EC2 instance in AWS. Right? In Azure, we can call it as VM. In Google Cloud, we can call it as VM instance. Right? So all are same. Terminology would be little different. Okay. So for example, I required Kubernetes for the project. So first, what I will do, I can create a server. On top of that, I deploy the Kubernetes, right? Yeah. So second one is platform as a service. What is this? So platform Kubernetes is already available in AWS. See here. For example, this is AWS platform. In AWS, so project team required Kubernetes. Okay, if they required Kubernetes, what I will do, I create a EC2 instance which is server. So on top of that, I deploy Kubernetes. Right? I launch one instance, one server. On top of that, I deploy Kubernetes like Docker. This is a Docker server. Okay. Yeah. Same way, PaaS, platform as service. Okay, which is second one, which is this platform already available in the AWS console, AWS platform. So what is that? If you search here EKS, see here, Elastic Kubernetes Service. Kubernetes is already available that we can start and we can use. You understand, right? So infrastructure as service is nothing but, so we need to create the infrastructure. On top of that, we need to deploy the applications, whatever required. So platform as service is nothing but platform already available. Okay, Kubernetes already available. So AWS is giving all the options, whatever you required. You can create servers. On top of that, you can deploy Kubernetes, or else you can directly start the EKS, Elastic Kubernetes Service, you can use. Right? Yeah. Third one here is PaaS, platform as service. What is this? So this is mainly for reusability. OneDrive, Google Drive, Amazon shopping site. So this is mainly for reusability, which is software as a service. Right? So 3 service models provided by cloud platforms: AWS, Azure, GCP. Right? Clear, right, everyone? Next one is deployment models. We have 4 deployment models are available. What are those? Private cloud, hybrid cloud, community cloud, public cloud. So what is private cloud? Anyone? What is private cloud? Which is the on-premises cloud. Private cloud is a on-premises cloud. Our local server room, local server cloud. Okay. Second one is public cloud. What is public cloud? It is the AWS cloud, Azure cloud, Google cloud. So next one is the hybrid cloud. It is the combination of private and public. Right? Combination of private and public. So currently, most of the organizations, they are using hybrid cloud. Okay. Yeah. So they are hosting their database in their local systems, local cloud. They are hosting their websites in public cloud. Let us take HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank is using hybrid cloud. They're hosting accounts and all, they're hosting on their local cloud. Okay, so net banking websites, credit card websites, they are hosting on the public cloud. Okay, so next one is the community cloud. Community cloud, this is the government cloud, defense cloud, right? So these are all, yeah, these are the deployment models. We have 4 models are available. Okay, clear right up to here? Any questions? Anyone having any questions up to here? You can ask me if you have any questions. I give you unmute option. So if you have any questions, you can ask me now.
Hi, sir. Simple question. Any other examples of platform as service and software as service? You said
Yeah,
EKS.
I gave examples, right? So IaaS, yeah, infrastructure as service. What is infrastructure as service? What do you understand, everyone? We create infrastructure. On top of that, we deploy the applications, right? For example, Kubernetes. Kubernetes required, the project required. So they request us to create a server. On top of that, they ask us to deploy the Kubernetes, right? That is IaaS, infrastructure as service. Platform as service is nothing but platform already available in AWS, Azure, GCP also available. That platform directly we can use, right? And SaaS, software services, nothing but, so we, this is mainly for reusability, like Google Drive, OneDrive, Amazon shopping site,
Okay, sir.
right?
Yeah.
Any other questions? Sorry, any applications?
సర్వర్ రూమ్స్ అవన్నీ ఉంటాయి కదా, సర్వర్స్ నెట్వర్క్స్ అన్ని వీళ్ళు ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తారు ఐఏఎస్ లో. టాప్ ఆఫ్ దట్ మనము ఏదైనా అప్లికేషన్ కావాలంటే బూస్ట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు అని చెప్పి చెప్పారు. దాంట్లో ఏమేమి ఉంటాయి?
ఏమేమంటే ఏంటి, మీ మీనింగ్ ఏంటి నాకు అర్థం కాలేదు. ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ అంటే ఏంటండి? వాట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్? ఎనీవన్, వాట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్?
స్టోరేజ్ నెట్వర్క్ సర్వీస్ నెట్వర్క్.
Yeah, so we create server. On top of that, we can deploy any applications, any application. Kubernetes is one of the tool, right? Docker is one of the tool, Jenkins is one of the tool, right? So those we can host on the infrastructure on top of the server. Clear, right? Inకేమైనా కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉందా మీకు క్లాస్ రూమ్ గైస్? సో ఎనీ అదర్ కన్ఫ్యూజన్స్? Online guys, is it clear to you? Infrastructure as a service is nothing but we can create infrastructure. On top of that, we can deploy any applications, any tools. Platform as a service, platform already available, right? You understand, right? Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Fine. Yeah, deployment models. Any questions here? Anyone? Online guys and classroom guys. The deployment models. Any questions? Anyone? Next one is Mr. Jeff Bezos. His name Mr. Jeff Bezos, who developed this, who invented the cloud platform. So his name Mr. Jeff Bezos. Amazon Web Services born in 2002, right? So initially they prepared cloud infrastructure for cloud platform for their business, right? Slowly they started giving, platform to other organizations. Okay, yeah. So currently is a leader in the market, right? So 33% of the market share occupied by the AWS. 33% market share occupied by the AWS. So if you search in Google, world richest man is in second place. Okay, so is Mr. Jeff Bezos, who invented cloud platform, AWS platform. Fine. See here. So these are the topmost clouds: Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and the Google Cloud Platform. Right? So AWS is in first place, Azure is in second place, Google is in third place. We have 26 more clouds are available in the market. 26 more available. Those are small players, right? Like Alibaba Cloud, Oracle Cloud, IBM Cloud, DigitalOcean, Fastly, Heroku. Different clouds are there, but these three are very popular. Amazon Web Services occupied 33% of the market share. Azure occupied 18%. Google occupied 9%. Right? So these are the quadrants. The last quadrant. So AWS is in first place. Microsoft Azure is in second place. Google is in third place. These are all the small pairs, small clouds. Okay. Yeah. So cloud computing providers. We have 26 more clouds are there in the market. Okay. Yeah. So these are the three popular clouds. Cloud market share, we can check it out now. See here. AWS occupied 33% of the market share, Azure occupied 18%, Google occupied 9%, Alibaba 6%, and IBM 5%, and also Salesforce 3%, yeah, Tencent 2%, and also Oracle 2%. Other clouds occupied 22%. Nearly 26 clouds are there in the market, right? So other clouds occupied 22%. So AWS is in first place. So that is why AWS, every organization, most of the organizations, they are using AWS. Along with that, Azure also using, right? So AWS is the first platform, which is very core platform, so which is very advanced platform, right? If you understand AWS, you can understand any cloud platform. You can handle any cloud platform. Fine. See here. So cloud computing market growth. So since 2012, I am working on cloud platform, AWS platform. 2012, I switched to cloud. So 2012 onwards, the growth is like this. It is 2020, but 2012 onwards, I'm seeing cloud platform is growing like this. So coming 15 to 20 years, market would be like this one. So DevOps and cloud is having very huge high demand. Developers also switching to DevOps role, cloud role. Testers also switching, and also other platforms, right? They are switching their current role to DevOps and cloud role. So coming 15 to 20 years, market growth would be like this only. So jobs will be increased, companies are increasing. So all the applications we are migrating to cloud. ఎందుకు migrate చేస్తున్నాం? Why we are migrating? Cost saving, time saving. These are all the advantages, right? So that is why every organization, they are using cloud infrastructure and DevOps tools. So currently, DevOps and cloud is having very huge demand. So going forward, coming 15 to 20 years, the market would be like this one. Even packages also, whatever you ask, they are ready to give. Packages also, right? Clear, right, everyone? Yeah. So these are all. This is just introduction. So to Monday onwards, so our classes would be Monday to Friday only. Okay. Sometimes I'll take weekends also. Weekend workshops will be there. Weekend sessions will be there, right? So Monday onwards, we are going to start real sessions. Okay. So Monday, Tuesday, we have basics, servers basics, cloud basics, right? And SDLC, software development lifecycle. So these are all basics we can see Monday, Tuesday, right? So after that, slowly we'll enter into cloud platform, AWS platform. So how to create AWS account? How can we connect AWS account? What are the services available? So what is our role? What we will perform? So console overview. Slowly we'll enter into cloud platform. Yeah. So coming 40 days, we are going to work on cloud, AWS. After that, we'll jump into DevOps. After that, Azure and Google Cloud. Anyone having any questions so far? If you have any questions, you can ask me. Yeah. So WhatsApp group already created for this batch. Our batch number is 87. This is 87 batch, right? So WhatsApp group already created, people are already joined into the group, people already added. Okay, so if you are interested, you can make the fee and you can add into WhatsApp group. So you get the fee details today you get the account details, in institute account details. You can make the fee and you can share the screenshot to me or institute number, so that we'll add into WhatsApp group. Okay, in the WhatsApp group only we share all the information. Fine. Yeah, Monday onwards regular sessions will be started. So if you are interested, you can make the fee and you can add into WhatsApp group as soon as possible. Okay, so Monday maybe link will be changed. Online guys, link will not work Monday onwards, right? So that is why if you are interested, you can make the fee and you can add into WhatsApp group. So we have completed 3 demos, right? Yeah, DevOps introduction, question and answers, cloud introduction. Fine. Yeah. So if you have any more questions, you can reach out to me. My mobile number already provided. So my mobile number is 96422111711. You can reach out to me, you can call me, WhatsApp me if you have any questions. Fine. Yeah. So we can wind up here. So Monday onwards, we are going to start regular sessions. Fine. Thank you all.